Welcome to Hockey Wiz Talks podcast. Today I will be previewing the third round of the Stanley Cup Playoffs. In this podcast, I preview the third round matchups in the 2021 NHL Playoffs. The first matchup in the third round is between the Tampa Bay Lightning and New York Islanders. Key forwards for the Tampa Bay Lightning: Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, Brayden Point, Andre Palat, Yanni Gourde, Alex Killorn, Blake Coleman, and Anthony Cirelli. Key defensemen: Victor Hedman, Mikhail Sergachev, Ryan McDonough, Eric Cernak, and David Savard. Key forwards for the New York Islanders: Matt Barzal, Brock Nelson, Josh Bailey, J.G. Pageau, Jordan Eberle, Anthony Beauvillier, Kyle Palmieri, and Travis Zajac. Key defensemen: Ryan Pulock, Adam Pelech, Nick Leddy, and Scott Mayfield. The X factors in this series are Tyler Johnson for the Lightning and the Matt Martin, Casey Cizikas, and Cal Clutterbuck line for the New York Islanders. The goalie matchup in this series: Andrei Vasilevskiy for the Tampa Bay Lightning and Semyon Varlamov for the New York Islanders. The Tampa Bay Lightning and New York Islanders are both playing at high levels right now, but there's a reason why the Tampa Bay Lightning are defending Stanley Cup champions. Despite the fact the Islanders have played near flawlessly in the first two rounds, the Lightning have the star power, the depth, and the goaltending that the Islanders have not faced yet in the first two rounds. And to be honest, it will be tough for any team in the league to beat them in a 7-game series. When the Islanders last faced the Lightning in the playoffs, they lost in 5 games, but their team then didn't have the same offensive depth as this year. The New York Islanders are a well-coached team that is structured and very detail-oriented. It is rare that you find the Islanders running around in the defensive zone or caught out of position because they are instructed not to chase the puck but to play position and take away the high danger areas. The Islanders are much harder to beat this year than last because not only are they defending at a high level, but they are also getting scoring from everyone in the lineup. Two lines to pay attention to in particular is the Killers Bees line, centered by Brock Nelson with Anthony Beauvillier and Josh Bailey, and the line that is centered by J.G. Pageau with the two ex-New Jersey Devils, Kyle Palmieri and Travis Zajac. Defensively, the top pair of the Islanders has been a tower of strength on the back end, as Adam Pelech and Ryan Pulock have done a great job at shutting down the other team's top lines. They most likely will match up against the Kucherov line, so that will be a huge challenge for them, as Brayden Point and Nikita Kucherov have been tearing it up in the playoffs this year. Semyon Varlamov is likely going to get the nod in goal. He will need to be at the top of his game because Vasilevskiy is at the top of his. The Tampa Bay Lightning are firing on all cylinders right now and have Andrei Vasilevskiy playing the best hockey of his career. The greatest strength of the Lightning is without a doubt their depth on both offense and defense, as they can consistently roll 4 lines and 3D pairs down the stretch. This allows them to remain fresh throughout the course of the series. The Yanni Gourde and Tyler Johnson lines have already played a key role in the playoffs, scoring some timely goals and stepping up when star players get shut down. You know a team is deep when Mikhail Sergachev is playing on the third D pair and second power play unit. He is good enough to be a top 4 defenseman and play on some teams' top power play unit. Speaking of the power play, Tampa Bay's power play is absolutely lethal. If you are the Islanders, you cannot take penalties against this team because they will make you pay. This power play is too tough to defend against because there is really no weak link on the first power play unit. Andrei Vasilevskiy has been a brick wall in goal for Tampa and has held down the fort in goal and seems to have an answer for everything the opponent throws at him. As great as the Islanders are, they just can't match the firepower and the depth the Lightning have. And if Andrei Vasilevskiy is at the top of his game, I just don't see any team beating them in a best-of-7 series. My prediction is that the Tampa Bay Lightning win the series 4-1. And now, a word from our sponsor. Check out my scouting blog at HockeyWiz777scouting.com. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram at HockeyWiz777. The other matchup in the third round is between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Montreal Canadiens. Key forwards for the Vegas Golden Knights: Mark Stone, Max Pacioretty, Jonathan Marchessault, William Karlsson, Riley Smith, Alex Tuch, Chandler Stevenson, and Matthias Janmark. Key defensemen: Shea Theodore, Alex Pietrangelo, Alec Martinez, and Brayden McNabb. Key forwards for the Montreal Canadiens: Nick Suzuki, Tyler Toffoli, Brendan Gallagher, Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Josh Anderson, Cole Caulfield, and Philip Deneau. Key defensemen: Shea Weber, Jeff Petrie, Joel Edmondson, and Ben Sherratt. The X factors is the Will Carrier, Patrick Brown, and Keegan Kolazar line for Vegas, and the Joel Armia, Eric Stahl, and Corey Perry line for Montreal. The goalie matchup is Marc-Andre Fleury for Vegas against Carey Price for Montreal. Even after putting up a dominant display in the second round against the Winnipeg Jets, the Montreal Canadiens are still huge underdogs in this series because the Vegas Golden Knights are an elite team that have been a Stanley Cup favorite since the beginning of the year. Even though they are a cup favorite, the Vegas Golden Knights are by no means unbeatable, especially if you have a red-hot Carey Price in goal. The Montreal Canadiens are a better team than experts say they are. They kind of remind me of the 2012 LA Kings, who had a red-hot Jonathan Quick in goal and absolutely destroyed every team they went up against in the playoffs. The Vegas Golden Knights are a well-balanced team that has a lethal top six, a great defense, and one of the greatest postseason goalies in Marc-Andre Fleury. Vegas has played terrific hockey of late and have been getting terrific production from both the Karlsson line and the Mark Stone line, and some production from Alex Tuch. Defensemen like Alex Pietrangelo and Shea Theodore have done a great job at jumping into the attack to create odd man situations, and the return of Brayden McNabb to the lineup adds a physical element to the defense, which will be needed in this series. As well as the Golden Knights have been playing, this will not be an easy win because the team they face is the red-hot Montreal Canadiens team with a red-hot Carey Price. Additionally, the Canadiens will have a massive chip on their shoulders because everyone is already counting them out. The Montreal Canadiens just might be the hottest team in the NHL right now, as they are on an 8-game winning streak and have been playing suffocating defense during that stretch in front of Carey Price, who has been arguably the best goalie this postseason. Canadiens have heated up at the right time and have been getting scoring from all four lines, but the line that has been most impressive has been their fourth line, which is centered by Eric Staal with Corey Perry and Joel Armia. Players like Tyler Toffoli and Nick Suzuki have been great as expected, with young players like Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Cole Caulfield only getting better as the playoffs have progressed. Philip Deneau has done a tremendous job of shutting down the opposition's top lines, and was a major reason why they were able to shut down Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner, as well as Winnipeg's top line. Montreal's defense has also done a tremendous job of keeping play to the outside, and when there is a breakdown, Carey Price is there to shut the door. With Carey Price playing like he is now, it gives the Canadiens the confidence they need that they could beat anyone. Because the Montreal Canadiens are the hot team right now with a hot goalie, it would not be surprising to see them win this series. My prediction is the Montreal Canadiens win the series 4-2. It will be interesting to see how these series play out.